Hi friends, my name is Sophie and welcome to your practice today. We're doing a creative flow because these are my favorite kinds of flows to teach. Creative, but not too creative that it's really far out there. It's creative in a way that will make sense for the body. So if you have blocks, have them handy. This practice is assuming that you don't have blocks, so that way everyone can participate. So you don't necessarily need them, you just need your mat. And we're gonna get started right away in tabletop. We'll plant the hands here in table, and we'll keep it real simple. Start with cat-cows. So inhale, arch your back, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine. Good, inhale, arch. Keep going on your own pace. Some cat-cows, maybe taking some side to side bends in there. Start to feel into the body. Good. And then come back to neutral and crawl your fingertips forward for puppy pose. Put your forehead on the ground. Come up onto your fingertips and let your chest sink, but also draw your belly button in towards the back body. Good, now come back up into table and scoop your left arm up to the sky. Circle the right wrist around a few times. Yes, press down into your left hand, inhale. Exhale, weave your right arm through to the left side and crawl the left fingertips forward. Good, plant down through your left hand. Reach the right arm up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, table. Take your left arm up. Circle the wrist around. Inhale. Exhale, weave your arm to the right side and walk your right fingertips forward. And while we're here, I forgot to mention this at the beginning before we get started, but if you are interested in working together further, if you want personalized workout plan, yoga plan, live classes with me, then check out my link below. Plant your right hand down, take your left arm back up, and check out my website for offerings, and then bring your left hand down to the ground. And that's all I'll say about that. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Gonna pedal it out. So we're getting right into it today. Let the head hang. Take a moment to walk it out. Maybe you lift and lower your heels a few times. Good, now walk your feet up to your hands. Arriving at the front of your mat, you take a half lift and then fold over your legs. And then stand, reach your arms up to the sky and bring your hands to your heart. And bring the arms right down by your sides. Now reach the arms up. Bend your left elbow, grab onto the left elbow with your right hand. Inhale and exhale, side bend to the right. Out of that rib cage. It feels so good to stretch to the side. Come back to center. Switch, grab onto the other elbow, go up and go over to the left side. Come back up and reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Arms down by your sides. Now interlace the hands behind the back so you're still at the front of your mat. Open up your chest here and fold over your legs, arms up and over. Now bend your left knee and twist open to the right. Right leg straight is straight, left knee is bent, and your right shoulder draws back. Good, and then we'll switch sides. Bend your right knee, twist to the left. Left shoulder draws back, inhale. And exhale, come back down, release the hands to the ground. Halfway lift and come into squat. Bend your knees, so malasana, hands to your heart. Feet turned out a little. Press the elbows into the knees. Really lengthen through that spine as much as you can. Good. Now walk the hand, we'll do the opposite kind of with the spine. We're gonna walk the fingertips forward. Now if you're on a block or if you're a little higher up in your squat, you might not do this. But walk the hands forward and you let your chin come down to your chest. So we're stretching through the neck and the back. One more breath here. Rise back up. Lift, straighten your legs, slide your feet a little closer together, lengthen through your spine, and step back into plank. Good. Lower all the way to the earth. Lift up for cobra. Good. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe being a little dynamic with your movement. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Lift your thighs up first, and then press up to plank. One straight line. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. And slowly lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open up that hip to the right. Straighten the right leg out, square your hips, and step your foot between your hands. Get it up there. Go ahead, set your back knee down, and maybe wiggle a little side to side, just getting into the hip. Especially if it's early in the morning for you, you want to take that time to settle in to the body. Now, bring your hands inside of your right foot, but not lizard. You're keeping your foot where it is, and crawl your fingertips forward. Your head goes down. Now walk your hands back up, and we're going to come back to frame the right foot and straighten out the right leg for half splits. Slide the foot forward a little bit. Good. If you want, you can flex and point your right foot a few times. Good. And then we'll flex the foot, crawl the fingertips forward, and fold over your right leg. Now plant down through your left hand and reach your right arm up to the sky. That's the way. So it's like a twist here in your half splits. Half split twist. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Come into lunge now. Lift your back knee. Good. Step back into three-legged dog. So your right leg goes up and back. Beautiful. Now walk your hands to the back of the mat. Back of the mat, and you're folding here. Good. Now come up onto your fingertips and lift up into warrior three. So really the difference from standing split to warrior three is that your spine is nice and long. Now keep your left fingertips down and start to rotate your hip open to the right side, right foot flexed and right arm up. That's it, you got it. Try not to let the right leg go too far back behind you. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Standing split. Now take your right foot, bring it over to the left side, a little bit off of the mat. You're on your right toes. So this is a little bit of an unusual pose. So your legs are kind of crisscrossed. Your right foot, you're just on your toes. And now you're folding over your left leg. So it should feel pretty intense into the outer left leg. I've only taught one person who said that this doesn't feel like an intense stretch. And everybody's bodies are different, but for a lot of people, this is gonna feel like a lot. It sure does for me. Good, now lift your right leg back up into standing split and walk your feet all the way out into a one-legged plank. Now here comes some strength. Bring your right knee to your right upper arm and then bring it back to a one-legged plank. Bring your knee to your left upper arm. One-legged plank. right upper arm. One-legged plank, left upper arm, one-legged plank. Now we're gonna take a side plank facing the right side. So reach the right arm up if you want, can keep your right leg lifted, go for it. Good, now come back into a one-legged plank. If you want, chaturanga with your right leg lifted, and then come back up to plank, and then put your right foot down. Now lower all the way down to the earth. Good, bring your fingertips out wide for a nice big cobra. Inhale, exhale, bring your body back down, plant your hands, tuck your toes, press up to plank. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip. Actively pull your right hip back. Good, now level out your left leg so your leg is straight. Inhale, and exhale, step your foot between your hands. Beautiful, put your back knee down onto the ground. Settle into the hips here for a second. Good, now put your hands inside of your left foot and walk your fingertips forward and let your head hang here. Bring your hands back inside of your left foot, frame your left foot with your hands, and straighten out your left leg. And then flex and point your left foot a few times once you get into your half split, half monkey pose. Named after the monkey god, Hanumanasana, or Hanuman is the god. Hanumanasana is the pose. Now walk your fingertips forward and fold over your left leg. And those of you who don't know, asana is a name for pose, and it's what we tack on to the end of every Sanskrit word to make it pose. Good, and then come back up, plant your right hand, ready, lift your left arm up. That was a variation on half splits. Really reach your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, put your left hand down, bend your left knee, come back into lunge, lift your back knee, and step back into three-legged dog. Now we walk our hands back to the back of the mat, keeping the left leg lifted for standing splits. Rise onto the fingertips and lengthen out your spine and square your hips. Now, hopefully you don't have furniture behind you. Sorry, I didn't warn you before. And twist, open up to the left. Open your hips to external rotation and take your left arm up. So both hips are being externally rotated, the femur bone in the hip socket. So we're in half moon here. Left leg is strong, glutes are engaged. Inhale, exhale, standing split. Good, inhale, and exhale, put your left foot over to the right side so your legs are crisscrossed and fold over your right leg. Good, come back up into standing split. Walk your hands out into one-legged plank. Bring your left knee to your left upper arm. Bring it back to a one-legged plank. Right knee to right upper arm. One-legged plank. Left knee to left. One-legged plank. Left knee to right. One leg plank. Side plank facing the left side. Maybe your left leg stays lifted. Hold here for 5, 4. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Come into a one-legged plank. One leg chaturanga. Come back up to one-legged plank. Set your foot down. Lower all the way to the earth. Fingertips out wide. Lift up for cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Lower back down. Plant your hands. Tuck your toes. Press up to plank. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Step your foot between your hands. Inhale. Rise up to high lunge. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Put your right forearm on your right thigh. side angle pose. So your left arm goes up and over your ear. Good. Now rise up to reverse warrior. Inhale. And exhale, go back to warrior two. Land in warrior two. Skandasana, back of the mat. So left knee bends into your side lunge, but you're going all the way down low. Your hands go to your heart. Shoulders squeeze, or your shoulder blades pull back rather. Good, now we're going to flow into warrior two like a ninja. Swish your way there. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior again, inhale. And on exhale, bring your right fingertips to the ground and your left arm over your ear for side angle again. But this time it's a little deeper. Your right fingertips are down. You can always have a block under your right hand. We won't be here for long because we're moving right along in our flow. Inhale. And exhale, put your hands down to the ground. Inside of your right foot, move your right foot to the right for lizard. Go ahead, set your back knee down and reach your right arm up to the sky. Good. Either stay here, maybe put your hand behind your head, or if you want to add in the back leg, you can bend your knee and grab a hold of the foot. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, release your foot. Good, we lift the back knee. Option to come into an arm balance here. So Ekapada Kousinyasana 1. You can bring your right shoulder underneath your right leg, and then you can start to slide your right leg out and lift your back leg up when you're ready. Ekapada Kousinyasana. If you're not there, it's okay, it's no big deal. Hold here, and then when you're ready, you can go back to plank. You can flow through chaturanga, or you could skip it. Up dog. We all meet in down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Let's move on. Left leg goes up. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Stay here for your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, side angle, right arm over your ear. Good, rise up to reverse warrior. Inhale. And on exhale, come back to warrior two. Bend your right knee into Skandasana, get low. Open the chest. And back to warrior two. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, side angle, left hand down, right arm over your ear. Shine your heart up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down into lizard. Left foot moves over to the left. Put your back knee down and lift your left arm up and bend your back knee and grab onto the foot. Maybe you just put your hand behind your head for that first option. Take a big breath in and then release your hands down. Lift your back knee. Ready? Fly if you want to, so you can put your left shoulder underneath your left knee and slide your foot out. I like to slide the left foot out first. Well, you kind of have to. And then you have to bend your elbows. And then lift your back leg up. And then hop back to chaturanga when you're ready. Or down dog. So let's all meet there, flowing through Vinyasa. And we meet back in the dog. Good, take your hands wide. We're gonna come through to a seat, so you can hop through or you can just sit down. You're gonna come into a cross-legged position. We sit down and we sit tall. You made it, good. Let's bring the chin down to the chest. Tilt your head over to the right. Nothing like a good neck stretch. A lot of times when we're doing arm balances and doing these tricky poses, we're tensing through the neck. So continue to let the neck rock to the right side, just kind of pausing there. And then bring the chin back down to your chest and tilt your head to the other side. Find your breath. Notice how the breath is now starting to slow down a little bit. Your chin comes back down to your chest. Pause here. And then bring the head up. Perfect. We will do a couple options. Double pigeon is one option. With the legs crossed, so like two fire logs, also known as fire log pose. If that's not happening, your leg's up here, you're not comfortable, take your top leg, place it right in front. So your heel is on the ground and your ankle's on the ground. And from there you can just fold. So either one, lengthen and you're folding down. Bring your forearms down, let your head hang. And just continue to connect here into your body. It becomes easy to kind of check out once we slow everything down. But see if you can stay here, stay present, and stay aware of the breath. Those of you in, well, whatever pose you're in right now, see if you can tilt your pelvis forward a little bit more, meaning you kind of open up your chest a little bit more. The fold comes from the hips. And then from there, rise back up. And we'll switch the legs. Nothing like a good glute stretch, outer hip stretch. So again, you can stack your feet on top of each other, or you can put the one on top right in front of the right knee. And we sit tall, and then you can bring your forearms down to the ground. And imagine, another way to say tilt your pelvis forward is imagine you're trying to pull the mat back with your hands and pull your chest through your shoulders. So you get a little bit of length. There's always an element of a back bend within a fold if you're doing it properly, which is kind of cool. A back bend within a fold. And from there, slowly come up. Uncross those little legs. And windshield wiper your legs side to side. Until the knees are all the way down. Yep. Then come back to center. Lay down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. With a brief practice, we have a brief ending and a brief shavasana. But as always, you're welcome to meditate after and stay a little longer if you have time. But we'll bring the feet down. You can bring the feet together and the knees wide and place your hands on your belly, or maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Or if that's not super comfortable, take your legs straight out in front of you. If this feels really good to you, please stay a little longer. I'll play some music in just a moment, so you don't have to worry about the next video playing. You can just stay here, 5 minutes of relaxing music. If you need to get going with your day, please come out of the pose slowly, absolutely no rush. We never want to jolt into our day after yoga. We want to keep this calm energy. Thank you so, so much for joining. I hope to see you next time at the next class. I'm going to bring the hands together at my heart. If you are on your back, stay right where you are. Let's bow. Namaste. Thank you, friends. you.